Wild scene in South Philly where a rifle is left in the middle of the street after police say a man pointed the weapon at them in broad daylight. That situation ended in gunfire with the suspect shot. Good Wednesday afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Siaf Lewis.
And I'm Don Bell in for Natasha Brown. Let's get right to CBS News Philadelphia reporter Eva Anderson, who is on the scene in Point Breeze moments after this all went down. Eva.
Yes, Don, Siafa, we got to the scene minutes after police say they transported a 36-year-old man to the hospital. And even now, where the whole incident began, there is a detective walking around the neighborhood, knocking on doors, still getting information. They say an officer fired a gun at this 36-year-old man after a confrontation that ended a few blocks over. It began, however, at this residence behind me, and a neighbor caught much of it on his cell phone. The sound of a gunshot. Then police running, a chaotic scene caught on cell phone video by a neighbor, moments after police say an officer fired at a 36-year-old man who was brandishing a rifle.
I just heard the gunshot and then I opened my door and then I saw the cop running around.
Sammy Soar said the sound of multiple gunshots a block away from his South Philly home prompted him to start recording this video at 11:08 this morning. According to police, the chaos began just before 11 when they say two sheriff's deputies and someone from L&I arrived at a home on 19th and Morris with a warrant to perform an inspection.
The door was answered by a 36-year-old male. The male was armed with a rifle with a scope on it. He came to the door. He did not let them enter.
Police say the deputies immediately called 911. So did others who witnessed the man walk through the neighborhood with the rifle.
That male walked with the firearm in his hand all the way down from 1900 block where he was of Morris. He went east on Morris, south on 18th Street. Meantime, numerous uniformed officers responded to the scene.
Then, at 16th and Chadwick, police say the man confronted them after refusing to drop his rifle.
There were officers that were commanding him to drop the rifle, at which time he turned towards the officers, and one officer discharged a firearm, and he was struck.
Police say they took the suspect to the hospital, where he's in critical condition. Soar saw it all unfold.
They put the guy in here and then just take off.
And while Soar says this type of incident is rare in his neighborhood,
First time in 10 years, something like that.
He says he's thankful everyone's safe. We're still working to gain more information on the suspect's identity and whether he's been charged with anything. Meanwhile, police have not said how many gunshots were fired. Reporting live in South Philadelphia, Eva Anderson, CBS News Philadelphia.
A scary situation for sure. Eva, thank you.